Back in 2019, when I bought the All-Tel unit, I was filled with a lot of frustration at how to set up the perimeter box and get my target plates in the correct position. Tape on the floor wasn't working. Taping strings down to the floor wasn't working. Most body shops, most mechanical shops don't have a clean enough floor or a level enough floor to make that happen. So after being frustrated on a Friday night, I go home and I think about it and I start building Rapid Center. Rapid Center not only builds the box with the use of only one person, but it also levels the vehicle when you don't have the capabilities of having a level floor. Essentially, that's what we need to have, is we need to have a level vehicle. In doing that, I've reduced the time from 45 minutes to an hour down to 10 minutes flat. Some cases, 5-6 minutes. And it makes it so much easier. It's a cost-effective way for a mom and pop, a shop that doesn't have a level floor. It's more cost-effective to buy this unit and use it versus adding on to a building, pouring a concrete floor so that you can get into the ADAS game. These are your perimeter targets. You can see that everything's protected well in foam. These are for your wheel clamps. They are marked on the bottom which laser goes to which wheel clamp. This one here happens to be for the right front. This is your cross line laser to build your 90 degree. This is for your center thrust line. Plate has been made up for that. All your perimeter target plates are below this foam as you unbox it. These are your 3/8 shim plates. You'll get 3 of those with each unit. These are your 1-inch shim plates. You'll get 3 of those also. Okay, in this box here, you have your wheel clamps. They are clearly marked: left rear, left front, right rear by tags on them. All your wheel clamp pins are here in the top. 2 different sizes depending on which type of wheel you have. Have to be selective on that. And also your calibration tool for calibrating your lasers is here also in this box. There will be more shim plates underneath this foam to finish completing your 1-inch and 3/8 shim plates. All right, and then the final and third box, what we have is your go jack. That is for installing the shim plates. Your completed user manual tells you exactly how to use the system, and also an accessory kit. This accessory kit's going to have everything that you need to completely level the car. You're going to have your target plate for the rear of the car or front of the car, depending on which calibration you're doing. There's plumb bob, tape measure, some tape so you can tape your plumb bob string. And that completes all the 3 boxes to complete one kit. After unboxing your unit, the first thing you want to do is mount your wheel clamps to the wheel of the car that you're going to be using. You need to make sure that your lasers are calibrated. When they're installed, you want to try to get the plate as level as possible, and you'll notice that if it's not completely level, the light up here will turn red and the light will flash on the front of the window. To correct that, just finish Leveling the plate up, tighten the thumb screw. Now the light will not flash in the window and the light up on top turns green. Once that's established, you want to take your calibration tool, which is supplied in the kit with the wheel clamps, install it onto the laser plate. On the back of it, you'll notice that there's two hooks that hooks on the back of the plate, so it actually holds it there. You want to tighten the thumb screw to square your target plate and your laser together. When the laser's on, you're going to want, it's kind of like a gun sight. You got a slot here and a slot here. Use these thumb screws to adjust the laser to align with both to zero each laser out. Do that for all 4 wheels. Once all your lasers and your wheel clamps are calibrated with a calibration tool and they're installed on the vehicle, you'll notice that the green laser line and the red laser line are not on the same horizontal plane. This tells you that your vehicle is out of level. We level that with the shim plates that are provided in the kit. And you'll notice here on the right side of the vehicle, the horizontal lines are not as bad as the left side, but it shows that the car is on a tilt as well as being unlevel. So we're going to correct that with shim plates. All right, what we use to install the shim plates is we use a wheel dolly. The reason why we use a wheel dolly is because now we're lifting on the wheel, the tire, the suspension, and the body all at the same time, so we're not changing the trajectory of the suspension. So in order to do that, we use hydraulic wheel dollies. Just open them up, install it on the wheel, and install your shim plates. Now that we've used our wheel dolly to lift up the wheels and install our shim plates on both sides of the vehicle, if you noticed in the previous screen, our horizontal differentials between the red and green lasers from left to right were different widths. That tells us we also have slope in the floor as well as being unlevel. So on this driver's side, we had to add 3 of the 3/8 shim plates. And on the passenger side, we added 2 3/8 shim plates. And if you take a look at their perimeter targets now, you'll see that we have leveled ourselves up. We built our perimeter box. Now we have to set up for where the calibration target has to be placed. So this particular calibration is going to go from center of the wheel out to a certain distance per manufacturer's specifications. So in order to square this up and find center of the wheel, you use your longitudinal line to run across the front of this laser plate to square it up, and then to the center of the front wheel. From that line, you're going to measure out that specific certain distance to find out where target placement should be. On the left target base, we have a distance meter that measures to the center of the right target base. That gives us a full measurement from center to center. You take that measurement, you divide it in half to find your true center line of the box you have built. You then turn on your laser. Based off of that measurement, that half measurement from the left side to center, line that up with the center of your vehicle to get your center thrust line. Once that's completed, and you have your outside perimeter of your box and your center thrust line. Okay, now once your box is built, your longitudinal lines and your true center line of the vehicle has been established. Per manufacturer, whether it be from the front fascia or the center of the front wheel, you make your measurement. This plate here You want to line up on your longitudinal lines. That will actually square this laser to the center cap of the front wheel so that you can get an accurate measurement out to where your target needs to be placed. Once that line's established, and you need to measure out to where your target should be. So therefore, just lay your tape measure on the laser line. Come out your predetermined measurement per manufacturer specification. Then you'll need to use your 90-degree square to line up on your green laser line, your longitudinal line, to establish a true square line for the target to be placed. So now that your true center line has been found and your distance from the center of the front wheel, which would be your red laser here, you've now established where your target for aligning the front radar needs to be. This is going to vary from manufacturer to manufacturer. Some of your radars may be to the left side of the vehicle, some of them may be to the right side of the vehicle, and you measure off of your center line for that, but you have your true distance measurement with your tile square. The nice thing about my system is it works with any manufacturer system or aftermarket system out there. It's the perfect setup tool for quick, easy setup.